Okay, this is another while loop lesson, and I just want to expand on loops and using while in and while not in. And it's really useful for things like lists and text files. And a lot of my students find this to be very helpful. So if I just set up an example here, I'm going to set flag to false. And I'll set, let's say, counter again to 0. Let's do an example list. Put animals in there. Okay. So there's a couple of well, there's a list being made there, and what we're going to do is create a condition, and let's say while in this time. So I'm going to say while cat in example, and let's have another condition, and flag is equal to false. So I'm using the operators, the AND operator as well. Okay, so there's two there. I've set a condition with two things in there. Okay, so while cat is in there, which it is, and flag is false, and two of these need to be correct. Don't forget, because it's an AND. Let's do something. Okay, so let's get them to say user equal, I don't know what we can say, input. Let's just say and we've got to append that that list really for the list to change. So let's say example dot append, and what do we want to append? We want to append the input, which is called user. All right. So each time we put something in here, it's getting appended into that list. Okay. And let's increase the counter then. Counter equals counter plus 1. Okay. So I'm going to use the counter now, and I'm going to say if counter equals 3. Let's just say that. Let's give this. What can we say? Print. Thanks for your input. Okay, and let's stop this condition. Okay, the flag is false. Let's say flag equals true. Okay, so let's try it. Let's print the counter as well, so we can see the counter increasing. You should see. Should be getting used to seeing this now over the last couple of videos and what's actually going on. So let's have a look, see if that works. Any errors? Input. I'm not even going to write anything. Okay, it's just 1. Yeah, there it goes. 3. And there you go. So got 3, and it says thanks for the input. Let me explain something here. Errors I get in the classroom. If you notice, this if statement is not in this while indent. Okay, so let's do that again. Input an animal. Input an animal. Now the counter isn't recognizing it. Okay, so it'll carry on. So that's got to be part of that indent for it to work. Okay, important. And again, lots of errors I get with indents, and that's how it's going to be, because as you go through your coding, you will learn. And you will get used to these indents and what need to be in them and what don't need to be in them. Okay, so the same principle we could say while not in. So if I said let's say while let's say I'm not going to do another one. Let's just do that. Let's just do that and not a double. While goat not in example. do? Let's get them to put an input. User equals input. Animal again. Animal. Okay. And then what can we do? Again, we need to append this, because if goat doesn't get appended into it, it won't stop, because goat will never be in there. Okay, so user input, enter an animal, and then again we example dot append. What do we want to append? The user again. Okay, and I think at the end of that it should stop, shouldn't it? So that'll stop it if goat actually appears in there. It should just stop, and then we would say print. Okay, let's. Oh no, can't do that, can I? Because I need that list. Okay, let's see if that works. Enter an animal. Oh, let's nothing happening. I haven't set any counters. Blah blah. So, okay, so let's put goat in. There you go. It broke the loop, and we came out of the loop and said print. You entered goat. So that's a really good way of checking and controlling loops. And it also works for lots of things, but generally in a classroom in high school you use it for lists and text files. And in the next lesson I'll give you a little test on the last 3 or 4 exercises. And I'll see you in the next lesson.